Hi folks, this is going to be lesson number 3 of this series of tasks to kind of get you to use your phone as a tool, as a graphic design tool. Although we haven't done any graphic design as such yet, we've done a lot of taking photographs. You are going to use these photographs to produce a series of graphic design projects. Hopefully when we get back to school. So the next project is hands. What I'm going to ask you to do is to take some photographs of your hand or the hand of a volunteer if you don't particularly like taking photographs of your hands, but I'm going to ask you to take photographs of your hands. It could be just one hand, it could be two hands. I've just gone for my one hand. Yeah, and basically I've just put my hand against the wall, on the wall behind me there, and then just again took a picture. Again, you know, it's camera skills, it's camera phone skills, is to be very still, to try and hold the phone as still as possible. And it's difficult sometimes when you're pressing it with your thumb to hold it still, but you've got to try and hold it very still. Wait until the picture's taken. I've taken a couple myself where I've moved the camera too quickly because I've been too eager to look at the actual photograph itself. And then obviously it's good practice to go into your camera roll and to look at what you've taken and just to check that it's right. You can see that the picture I've taken is framed fairly well. My thumb's probably a bit close to the edge of the screen, but we can live with that. Now, the object of this task is to really play around with your cameras or your camera rolls edit function, and to see what it does and what kind of effects you can get out of it. Here's one I made earlier. You see, it looks quite scary. It looks a bit like it's from a horror film. But that's kind of the point. You can change the mood of the image, the mood of the hand, to suit different contexts. So this could be for a poster or an image of a horror film. It could be for an album cover or some band kind of promotion. I'm not sure yet what we'll do with them, but that's the kind of thing that I'm thinking about. So there you go. There you have it. I've got another one. You can see that. You can see that very clearly. Again, but that gives the same kind of image, the hand, but different feeling altogether from this one. Okay, so when you've got your picture of your hand, try your hands in different positions. Okay, I'm just flicking forward in my camera roll. So I've taken a few of my hand in various positions, maybe even a fist. So I would take maybe 5 or 6 different versions, and then once you've got 5 or 6 photographs that you like the look of, then you can start manipulating. So I'm going to try and show you this. This is kind of difficult to show you and look at the screen at the same time. So I'm going to go to my edit function. So I've selected the photo and go to edit. And then obviously in an iPhone, it depends obviously what phone you have, but I've got an iPhone, but you know, if you've got an Android phone, then I'm pretty sure this will be something similar to this. I'm not really going to go through each setting and tell you what it is or what it does, but it's just a matter of just playing around with the settings till you get something that you like the look of. On the iPhone, you've got kind of settings where you can mess around with things like brightness and contrast. I've also got here, I think this is a set of filters. So you might want to maybe look at the filter first, just to get the feeling of the image you want. You might want to go black and white. You might want it to be quite stark. That's called noir. I think I'm going to stick with something quite natural. So vivid, cool. I'm going to go for. Then I'm going to go back to the settings. The first one is Magic Wand. That kind of automatically sets the settings for you. I'm not going to use that. So the first one is exposure. So you can see when I take the exposure full right up to 100%, it makes the image very bright. and when I take it down it makes it quite dark. Obviously when you take a photograph, depending on the amount of light in the room, it will depend how dark or light it is, so this allows you to adjust that light. So I'm going to make it quite light and bright. Next is brilliance on my phone. Again, it kind of changes the darkness and the lightness of the image, so I'm going to go quite dark. And then highlights. Now you don't have to. I quite like that look. So now it's distorting the image. It's gone quite yellow, but I like that kind of glow around the edge that's created. Yeah, I really like that. I don't know if you can quite see that, but it's created like a yellow outline. Shadows, so that makes the hand a bit darker, which I'm quite happy with. Now you don't have to use every setting all at once. You can play around with the settings, and once you've got something you like the look of, you might just stay there. But I would, for the first couple of goes, I would have a go at most of the settings if you can. That's the brightness and the darkness. You've got black point, so that just changes the amount of black really in the image. So I want quite a lot of black. We've got saturation, which saturates the image with colour, or takes a lot of the colour out, and kind of makes it not brighter and darker, but gives it more colour. You see that hand's gone quite red there. You can see the difference to red. So I quite like. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the yellow. Vibrance doesn't do a great deal to my image there. Warmth, again, that's trying to change, puts more red into the image. Tint, same kind of thing. So I'm going to leave that now. I'm going to stick with that. But you could keep going, obviously. So I'm going to press done because I'm happy with that. And that's saving my photo, and there you have it. Ooh. If I can find it, I'll just come out of that. And there you have. There it is. There you have the final image. Okay, so just you basically using your hand as an image to play around with. And it's quite an easy image to take a picture of. So build up a few different versions of your hand. It's quite a simple and easy, quick thing to do. Don't do it too quickly though. Take your time. You want some variation. You don't want them all looking the same, so you might try different settings. You might try different filters to begin with, different settings, but build up a range of images. Again, I would say probably around 10 or more. If you want to do more, that'd be great. So 10 would be fantastic if you can do that. Again, same thing. Once you've got each image, upload it to OneDrive. If you wanted to, you could use PicCollage to create to put all the images together in one image. If you wanted to, but I'll be happy with you just uploading each separate image. And again, I'll pick out some of the best ones and put them up onto the blog. Okay, so that's lesson 3. Have fun.